Hello, my name is Dennis, and today I'm doing the mid-year freakout tag.
Hello, this is Editing Dennis, just quickly cutting in to tell you not to laugh at my background music choice. It is Moo Meadows from Mario Kart DS, and it was the first thing that was on my YouTube recommended page when I went to go look for music, and I'm not looking back. Enjoy.
I've read... How many books have I read this year? I have read 20 books so far this year, so I think I've read enough to talk about all the prompts for the tag. So, question number 1, what is the best book you've read so far in 2021? If you see me reading off my computer screen, mind your business. The best book I've read so far this year would definitely have to be Crime and Punishment. Let me go grab it. This is the Holy Book. I mentioned it previously in my top surgery vlog, but holy shit. So good, so good, so good. I didn't think I was going to like it because it's very intimidating to take on at first. It was a banger. It was really good. Like 500, 600 pages of drama. I like it. Highly recommend. If you want to read a classic, this one right here. Best sequel I've read so far in 2021. Yeah, I haven't read any sequels to any books this year yet, and I have read a prequel. I read the prequel to The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it wasn't awful, but it really wasn't great either. It was a book. It was a book. And that's all I have to say on that. Prompt 3, a new release that I haven't read yet, but I want to. I don't even know what has been released this year. Looking at all the first ones that came up on Google, People Leave Me on Vacation, that sounds interesting. I would read that. My sister, I think, wants to read Malibu Rising, or like she like explained it to me, or like mentioned it once. So if she gets that, I will also read it. Yeah, those sound good. I'd take a look at those. I think Prompt 4, yeah, Prompt 4 is similar. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I don't know what is being released this year. I just don't keep up with new books like that. Okay, here's one that sounds interesting. It's called Bewilderment by Richard Powers. It's supposed to come out in September. And it's about the astrobiologist Theo Byrne searches for life throughout the cosmos while single-handedly raising his unusual 9-year-old Robin following the death of his wife. Robin is a warm, kind boy who spends hours painting elaborate pictures of endangered animals. He's about to be expelled from 3rd grade for smashing his friend in the face. Me too, bestie. Me as well. So that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll read that when it comes out, but I don't know. I don't keep up with new releases. I just kind of read whatever, and if it's new, then it's new, and if it's old, then it's old, and I don't know. Prompt number 5 is Biggest Disappointment of the Year. Spoiler alert for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but if I'm remembering correctly, the way that Snow just kind of gives up on his relationship he had with Lucy Gray. Why? Why did you do that? Why was this a book in the first place? Why? Prompt number 7, biggest surprise that I've read in 2021, and this is going to be a spoiler alert for We Were Liars. But basically, this book is about this girl who has amnesia after like a big accident. We don't know what the accident is until like towards the end of the book. But she has amnesia, and every summer she goes on vacation on this island with a few of her like cousins, and they're like super close. And then the accident happens, and then she takes a year off from vacation and then goes back the following year. And she like doesn't remember the accident and all, and then like we eventually find out that her cousins died in the accident, but she was talking to her cousins during the vacation, so they were either like hallucinations or they were, like, ghosts. I don't know. Like, I like, shat myself when, like, it was, like, telling about how the cousins died and, like, how they had funerals for them, and, like, huh? I thought that Cadence, the girl who has amnesia, was hallucinating something, but I didn't really know what it was. And I just wasn't expecting it to be all of the cousins that she was hallucinating. Very nice. It shook me. Had me shook. Favorite new author, debut or new to me? He's definitely not a new author, but he's new to me because this previous semester I took an entire class on Ernest Hemingway and his work. And, like, I know some of his ideas are a little dated, but I really liked reading his work. I like his writing style and, like, how he writes. It's very interesting to me. I think his stories are really cool to read. I had to get this for class, but it's an entire, a huge collection of his short stories. And I've read quite a few of them, but I'm still trying to work my way through reading all of them, because I think that would be cool. I know, I like how he writes. I like his little stories. Prompt number 8 is newest fictional crush. This one's weird. I don't really get crushes on characters, so... And while I haven't finished the book yet, I'm currently reading 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, and the female protagonist, Aomami, I think that's how you say it, she could kill me. Like, actually, like, she could kill me. She is an assassin, or, like, something like that. Yes, I would let her kill me. Prompt number 9 is my newest favorite character. And again, I don't really tend to have favorite characters. A lot of characters don't really stick with me, which is fine. But I did like a reoccurring character in a lot of Hemingway's short stories. His name was Nick Adams. I liked him so much that I wrote an entire essay about him and analyzing the short stories about him. So if he was enough that I could write 5 pages about him, I think that constitutes a favorite character. Prompt number 10, book that made me cry. I know I'm, like, repeating a lot of the same books in this video. I have read more than just 3 books, I promise. But Crime and Punishment. The ending of Crime and Punishment. I didn't actually cry, but I could feel myself getting pretty teary-eyed, and, like, nowhere are you expecting to get that emotional over Crime and Punishment, but the epilogue of the book and talking about Raskolnikov and Sonya's relationship, stop it! It was so sad, it was so cute, like, ugh, I love that for them. I want someone to love me the way that Sonya loves Raskolnikov. Question number 11, book that made you happy. This is, I'm gonna be a little critical. This is a stupid prompt, because why would I be reading a book if it didn't, like, make me happy? I don't know. I kind of always feel, like, elated while I'm reading. Like, why would I read and, like, have a book make me, like, genuinely upset? You know what I mean? I guess I would say for this one, there is a graphic novel adaptation of Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, one of my favorite books for, like, years, literally years, like, since 6th grade. It was a banger. So, I read the graphic novel, thought it was cool, very, very awesome to see that, it got adapted to a newer version. Prompt number 12, the most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. I don't know if it's talking about the book covers or the book writing, so I'll just answer both. I haven't read it yet, but I accidentally bought Halsey's poetry collection, and I think this probably is the most beautiful book cover that I have in possession. Like, this is beautiful, beautiful artwork. in my opinion. Here's the back side. I'll just show you, like, see, isn't that pretty? Damn, bitch. Did she, like, make this herself? I wanna know. Yeah, this artwork is by, Halsey. Halsey did make this artwork. That's really cool. That's probably the prettiest book cover that I have. For the writing, prettiest writing, definitely gonna have to give this one to Madeline Miller's Circe. Here it is. A lot of people rave about Song of Achilles, which is written by the same author. But I haven't lately heard a lot of praise for the writing in this. I haven't read Song of Achilles yet, so I can't comment on that. I would pick it up because, like, if the same, like, writing style and, like, how beautiful it is in Song of Achilles, then I will definitely read Song of Achilles, because this was beautiful. Like, you could tell how much I love this shit, because all of these little tabs are, like, bookmarked, like, quotes and shit that I really liked. My friend Emma, she got me into reading this book. I had it on my shelf for a really long time because I bought it for someone else, but she didn't really want the book, so I read it myself, and I'm so glad I did, because this shit slaps. And the last question, number 13, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? So I'm still working through the Ending Big Book Fear challenge, so I've gotten through most of them, thank God, but I still need to finish 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, and then there's one more book. It's Frida, a biography of Frida Kahlo. I have to read this one too, but once I'm done with those, thank God, it'll be done eventually. My reading goal for 2021 is to try and get better at reading poetry. So I have a lot of poetry books up on my bookshelf. I've got haikus, I have Rupi Kaur, I have Halsey's poetry book, I have a whole poetry book on COVID and poets' experiences in the pandemic. So I really want to get into reading poetry, like have all those books on my shelf done by the end of the year. And now, for the point of the tag, I'm going to see who hasn't done this tag yet. I wasn't tagged by anyone. I'm doing this because I thought it would be fun. So, let me see. Who hasn't done this yet? Kelsey, from I Read Today, I know you haven't done it yet. I see you. Gabriel, you haven't done it yet. Noelle from Noelle Attempts to Read, you haven't done it yet. I know she's never gonna see it, but lately my favorite booktuber right now is Uncarly, funniest bitch. She has not done it yet either, I don't think. I tag those 4 people. I'll put their channel links down below in the description box. And I know that if you're watching this video, you probably haven't done it either, have you? And before I end this video, I want to thank you for 100 subscribers. I finally hit 100 subscribers. Yes! I think right now I'm actually at 116 right now. Damn. Thank you. I'm trying to start captioning my videos soon so that they're more accessible than the wonky auto-generated ones. I'm going to make myself a header eventually. I'm trying to upload more. I'm trying to upload more often. I promise I am. I promise. Thank you for watching. Make sure you comment down below what your favorite book has been so far that you've read in 2021. And tell me what you plan, at least one book that you plan on reading for the rest of the year. Okay, bye.